Here we go with more early American tortoise shell celluloid mandolin and banjo picks from the period of about 1900 through the 1940s. There's 32 picks here with just as many different tortoise patterns and at least 28 shapes and variations thereof. A few of the shapes in here appear to be about the same size. But other than that, these are all variations. These appear to be the same, but they all come out of different stamps. Now, this is obviously different than that. What's most striking about it is the wide-banded tortoise pattern styles. And then these chunkier styles over here, which were more often associated with the later period, and especially the Japanese picks in the 1950s. But these are, in fact, the picks that inspired the Japanese picks of the 1950s and 60s that were sold by the tens of millions here in America during that period. The oldest picks up on the board here for that distinction would belong to this group up here, these four, not that one. That's 1940s, actually. These four, this little guy here, and these triangles. The rest of these are a combination of 1910 through the 30s. These were very popular around the turn of the 1900s simply because mandolin was in such great popularity. And these small triangles are what are seen in the earlier catalogs. There are no large triangles. D'Andrea later produced a small triangle this size, but you would know the difference once you accompany your eye to the distinct tortoise patterns that are of this era. The ones D'Andrea produced later on were of a darker color, a few minor exceptions, but for the most part that's a true statement. So much to say about these, but I say that with every video because there's so many features that could be talked about. This particular pick here has corrugation. These are heavier gauge. Most of these are either uncut or hand beveled. And let's see if I could give you a little example of that hand beveling here. Hopefully it'll show up. Come on, I think it will. Anyway, it's not focusing on that at the moment. But as a background, you could certainly see the beautiful colors there. Same with these. You use the white as a background, you see how those colors really jump out. Really big picks, nothing like these shapes sold at all. 1940s shape, very sharp pick. It appears as though it was in fact a tumbled pick. But again, even though it's the youngest of the group up here, it'd be very hard pressed to find them. I look for them, and whenever I see them, I have a chance. If I can afford it, I grab them. Two very unusual shapes over here, or, well, not shapes, but color patterns. Right here, these very broad stripe patterns. I haven't mentioned it, all these are made of celluloid. We have one black pick up here on the board. And that's about all I got for you for this time. Feel free to rate me. I'm at findpick7@yahoo.com, or leave a comment. And if you have a negative comment, that's fine. I appreciate all feedback. And the negative feedback, if you tell me what you don't like, we'll see if we can improve it. If we can't, I'll just let you know. Some of these videos of photography is certainly lacking. I have had some issues just trying to rearrange them and document them in terms of numbers, and there's been a little confusion there. But overall, I think you can get a really decent understanding of vintage guitar picks if you go through all the videos and you're interested in learning something about them. So take care for now, Joe Macy. We'll see you.